Jason Voorhees is revived and goes on a killing spree in space decades later. Oh boy, this is not going to be a good time for anyone.
Hey guys, Kenny here. Stay cool and relax to the movies. Bye.
Hey guys, it's Kenny here. I'm here to review the 2002 horror film Jason X, which is also Friday the 13th. And this is an okay one. It's certainly one of the goofiest and silliest of all of them. It basically has to do with Jason Voorhees being alive decades earlier. I think it was I think it said in 1997 or 98, and then there's this woman who tries to kill him off for good, and then he is somehow inadvertently revived and brought back to life way later, decades later, in the mid 21st century. It says the year is 2455, and she goes, something happens with her, and then she goes through the film trying to kill off Jason for good, and that's basically what this is about. It's one of the goofiest and silliest premises of any film that has ever been released. I would say it's okay. The story in this one really is not a good one. I mean, I get it, but it's really not told very good. It was not written very good and told through the actors and the storyline very good. It says evil gets an upgrade, which in a way could be kind of a spoiler for this film because of what happens with him near the end. And it's the kills in this are what are the most memorable. Like one, there's this woman he gets he puts her face into this like what was it, like a not freezing water, not and then her face freezes in this, and then he pulls her head back and crushes her face, and that is an incredible scene and kill. And then there's this other character who is not really human, and then she puts up the best fight against Jason, probably more than anyone else in this, and her death is pretty cool, but kind of silly once what happens with her after that, and it's this is this when it in space. This is where it gets the corniest. This is certainly one of the goofiest of all of them, and but I enjoy this. This is one of the most. This is the second most flawed Friday the 13th film, in my opinion. Like, how is he able to be brought back to life, and how is he able to get this upgrade, because it's called an upgrade. And what else? It's the actors in this are, except for maybe two, they're not the strongest, best actors in this. And they're not, though everyone else is cannon fodder. They are not very very memorable. There is this one who I think is a doctor and a scientist. I thought he was a great character in this. I liked him a lot, and I liked how the Kane Hodder performed the kind of dual thing of being Jason Voorhees that we know him, and then when a weird thing happens with this liquid, or some kind of a liquid uh, thing, and then it upgrades him and brings him back to life. And many know that this is weirdly and sadly the last time Kane Hodder performed Jason Voorhees, and so in a way this is a swan song, because it has been way over 20 years since this, almost 25 this next year, and he never portrayed Jason Voorhees again after this, which is something that I know many people like Kane Hodder in this one greatly. And the other weird thing is with Jason Voorhees in this, he has a full head of hair, which is kind of strange, and because he did not have a full head of hair for uh, a, a majority of the films until this. And but the practical effects for the kills are incredible. And a major thing that's a flaw in this is very very early computer generated imagery, CGI, and some of it looks good, but a majority of it is terrible. And and like there's this scene where he goes into this room and then something happens, and it reminds him of a place that he used to be and where he was from. That CGI looked incredibly believable. It looked almost very close to the actual place he came from. And even though I think once Jason Voorhees in this is revived, is almost, it is Jason Voorhees, but almost a completely different Jason. So when he saw that, he was kind of shocked and surprised. But then, slowly he remembered that scene, what that was, and it's those, and I think it's liquid metal nanites or something. That liquid stuff, the CGI for that is not good. I mean, sometimes it looks good, other times it looks terrible. And what else? I was saying that I like the kill of that uh, lady who is not quite human is very very good, and she puts up a very very good fight against Jason after he gets this, whatever you call this, upgrade, revived and brought back to life. She puts up a great fight against him, and I like some of the characters are good. The rest of them are cannon fodder. This is one of the ones that I still would enjoy watch. I enjoy watching, even though it's the one of the goofiest and silliest of all of them. I still enjoy this. I can understand why many really despise and hate this one. I could agree if you would say that this should have never been made. If I could agree with that. I certainly can agree with that. But I enjoyed this one. I like the how they made Jason look. Mainly like this. That was great. I really liked how they made him mainly metal, and that was fantastic how they did that. All of that when it over his body must have taken hours to do. I like the mask that Jason has, like this too. Not the hair, but I like the mask a lot. That is great, and this is also one of the most well-known and famous poster images and posters in horror history, with this knife in the middle and showing Jason right here as a human Jason Voorhees, and then whatever this is. I enjoy this even with the even though this is incredibly flawed. I enjoy this a lot. It was one that I would always enjoy watching. The music score is by Harry Manfredini again. Sometimes the music score is very good, but then this moment when something happens with Jason laying down, then when he sits up, it's the music score there is probably the goofiest and silliest that Harry Manfredini has ever composed. But other than that, I like this a lot. I think if this is the last time Kane Hodder ever performs and portrays Jason Voorhees, I think this was a really fun way for him to finish with that character. And a fight in space between Jason and this other military person is the CGI is for that is probably the worst out of all of the CGI in this, and then what happens to the the whole spaceship they are in is the CGI for that is terrible, and even when it shows the outside of that that spaceship, whatever it is, the CGI for that is God, that is awful. That terrible. But even with the flaws, I still highly enjoy this. It's uh, very, very corny, but one that is still entertaining and fun. That's what you can mainly say for this one. So I enjoy this even with all the flaws it has. I am also doing these reviews in collaboration with my friend Rob, Movie Review Time. Please subscribe to his channel and watch his videos when he uploads them. Click subscribe up here on my channel or down here if you're watching the video by itself. Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. So stay cool and roll out to the movies. Bye.